All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have some fantastic news. I know I'm a little late to the party on this one, but I just wanted to give my feelings, thoughts, and opinions on the new Predator strain enemies in Helldivers 2. They were kind of like the Jet Brigade, where they went from planet to planet. I don't know if they're still active now. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play at the moment, but I do want to just talk about them because I am in love with them. I love the way they are. I love the way they feel. So first of all, they're a new thing that kind of bounces from planet to planet, kind of like the Jet Brigade for the bots did. They're blue enemies where there's the stalker looking ones and the hunter looking ones. And as of right now, people are saying that they're not sure if the stalker ones are supposed to not turn invisible, and they don't do their ragdolling tongue attack. Thank God. I don't really like that attack. It's really stupid. The hunter ones are scary because they turn invisible and they will attack you while invisible. And they have a really nasty 1-2-3 combo where they will smack you, they will tongue attack you, and when that tongue attack happens, it will puke on you, and that can just kill you outright sometimes. That one's pretty crazy, so it really forces you to keep your head on a swivel. I really appreciate that. It's awesome. I think there's a bit of tweaking they could do because it seems a little janky, but that's pretty normal for Helldivers 2. So on another token, there's been a lot of people that are very unhappy with this new set of bugs. I don't know why. I don't understand why we can't have new challenging things, why it's always a problem and we need to start nerfing things. Now, when I shouldn't say a lot of people, there's a very small chunk of people that I've seen saying that they're unreasonable, they're BS, they're ridiculous. Even Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear had a little poll, and that, granted, that doesn't encapsulate the entire community, but the point is, the vast majority of people are very happy with it, but there was like a maybe 15% that were really unhappy with it. And a lot of the complaints boiled down to, you simply can't stop the stalkers. You get one shot by the hunters. I just wanted to talk about ways you can get around that, because people don't know, and I was talking to someone last night about this who plays the game and is newer to the game. Arrowhead needs to add the durability damage and stagger stats to all weapons. They need to be visible in the game. The fact that you have to go look at a wiki for this crap is ridiculous. But the point is, there are weapons in the game that aren't necessarily designed to dump damage. Something that Arrowhead needs to add is the ability to see the stagger stat, because stagger stops an enemy from hitting you. Like, it shuts them down. The Concussive Liberator, the Punisher, hell, even the Slugger. I don't know who the hell's using the Slugger, but you get the point. There's a lot of weapons, even the Pummeler, I believe. But that one had a weird gimmick to it where I think it built up stun. I don't remember exactly how that one works off the top of my head. Point is, there's a lot of weapons that are very, very good at dealing with these new stalker bugs. And the Punisher, one of the ones you get from the base Helldivers Mobilized Warbond, can two-shot them in the head. One shot to stagger them, another shell to the face, they're gone, they're cooked. Another great way to deal with them is, of course, aim for the head. You should be aiming for the head with these things. If you're just blowing through your ammo, just gunning down the side of them as they're running past you or pushing up on you, they're gonna take a lot of shots because of the game's built-in limb system. Bullet weapons versus explosive weapons just aren't gonna be nearly as effective. You could also bring the Plasma Punisher or the Scorcher, things that are a bit more effective because of that splash damage, but aim for the head, bring a stagger weapon, or the gas rover, that works really, really well too. You could try that. There's a lot of ways you can get around this problem, and don't wear heavy armor. That is probably my biggest concern that I see some people doing, or that I saw some people doing when I was running some of these missions. They were wearing heavy armor, and then they were just getting chased down and killed instantly, and of course they didn't have any stagger weapons or anything like that. Usually it's something like the Incendiary Breaker, or then a machine gun, or even a stalwart. I mean, these weapons are fine, don't get me wrong, they do a lot of damage, but they're not gonna stop these things from running up on you and killing you. Next up, there was another small bug fix today. I'm not a news guy, I'm just kind of an opinions guy. So there was a bunch of little fixes, but the major order sent us into the Gloom finally. We finally get to go into the Gloom and see what the hell's been going on in there for the last however many months. That's really nice to see. They added urban environments to the bug front, and on, I think it's not 4E Prime, the MO planet that you go into the Gloom for has urban biomes against the bugs, and I gotta say, they look really good. I don't have any footage of it right now because I just had enough time to try one match. There's new enemies in the game. Well, not new enemies. There's new variants of the warriors and the scavengers for the bug front, and they are kind of weird. They look gnarly as hell. I really like the way they look. They explode, which is not too different from the ones that have all the green, like, sacks, acid sacks on them, but it's a much bigger area of effect that they cause, and it slows you down. They look cool. I like them. They're really aggressive. There's a new mission type. There's a new sub-object. Well, new. they switched it around. Essentially, there's the escape pod data transfer or escape pod data collection. That's now a main objective, and there's a bunch of them scattered around the map. And then the raise the flag is now a side objective on that new mission type, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with them kind of switching things up a little bit. It's not really a new mission type, but it's different enough for me to not really be upset about it. What I would like to see is more proper new missions and new objectives that we can do, or kind of tune up the existing ones, because some of them are brain dead easy, like the ICBM. I don't understand why we don't get any sort of bug breach or bot drop while we're trying to launch a nuke that is supposed to destroy a large quadrant of their controlled territory. I think that they should be trying a little harder for that one, but that's besides the point. Overall, I'm really happy with this update. I know there's a lot of people that just aren't too happy with how aggressive the bugs are, but it's finally, for me, it's time that we get a little bit more challenging content. And on the bug front, things like the ultimatum are very circumstantial. I understand that. We're not gonna get back into that whole conversation again. I think overall, I'm a lot happier with this, and a lot of people are saying they were underwhelmed, but I think the new urban biomes for the bugs really helped my opinion on that. I just hope that the Predator strain sticks around and that we don't lose them, because if they were just to show up and disappear that quickly, or be like the Jet Brigade where it's like a one and done kind of thing, or once in a great while, I have a full-time job, so I don't always have an opportunity to hop on and play them and really get a good feel for them. It's just not in the cards for me. But that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really do appreciate people having conversations down there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.